I've been using this massage chair every single day for the past 7 days, and I found a bunch of things that I love about it and a couple of things that could be deal breakers for you depending on what you're looking for in a massage chair. So let's talk real experiences, no specs, just what I've experienced over the past 7 days. Let's start with the pros. The first thing I love about this chair is that it was super easy to put together. It comes in two reasonable boxes, easy enough for two people to carry around, and I put the whole thing together in probably about 15 minutes. Pro number two is that it doesn't take up a huge footprint. And now it's not tiny, I'm not saying it's super tiny, but we didn't even know if we had room for a massage chair because some of them are huge, but this one, as you can see, fits in this little nook in our house. It's the perfect spot for us. The third pro is that this chair is extremely comfortable, extremely relaxing. I tend to use it first thing in the morning, and when I wake up, I can't wait to go sit in this chair. And the other time I use it is after I work out, and I'm thinking about while I'm working out, I'm like, I can't wait to get home and relax in my new chair. The fourth thing I love about it is the heating unit. It's winter right now, so it tends to get kind of chilly, especially in the morning, and I love sitting down in the chair. I'll put a cup of coffee right here, and I turn on that heat, and it feels wonderful. The fifth pro is the compression is very impressively strong. So you get compression here on your shoulders. Actually, I have my shoulder out of that. You want it to be here so that this unit, this double, is on each side of your shoulder, and you feel it much better that way. The compression for the arms is really strong. You get a really good squeeze on your forearms. There's compression in the seat, and the compression in the calves is probably my favorite part. That feels so good, especially if you work out or you stand a lot. That's gonna feel amazing. The next pro, I think it's the sixth one, is that I'm pretty tall. So I'm 6'2" tall. And at the beginning, I just sat in this and I was like, I'm just way too tall. What I realized is that the footrest can actually be pressed down. So if you put some pressure, you can see that that goes down about this far, making the chair much more comfortable for someone who's tall. The next thing I love are the rollers. So this isn't just a vibrating chair. It actually has a whole bunch of rollers going all the way from your glutes to your lower back, to your middle back, to your upper back and your neck. So there are rollers constantly going if you have that mode turned on. And the eighth thing I love about this is that it's super quiet. So I can sit and watch movies. I can attach my phone right here and sit and watch YouTube or whatever I'm into that day. And the sound of the chair doesn't interfere with that. And you can attach your Bluetooth directly to the chair and have the sound coming from the chair itself, which is awesome. Okay, now for the cons. I mentioned earlier that I like that you can press your legs down, which is great, but if you are as tall as I am, so I'm 6'2", or if you're taller than that, you are not going to be able to lay back and relax your head. Like, there's no backrest for me. My head is too tall, but I did find a fix for that. Body downward like this, and then I can put my head back. And when you do that, you're also moving where the rollers are touching your back, which is also a plus. The second con is that the rollers are stationary. By that I mean, yes, they spin like this, but what they don't do is they don't move in a line up and down, and they don't go out wider. They stay exactly where they are. That's a con for me, but I did find a fix. I'm using it so often, I'm always trying to hit those spots that the chair doesn't seem to be hitting. So to compensate for the rollers not going up and down, I will do what I just mentioned, and I will scooch myself a little bit down or a little bit up to make sure I can get the roller to hit the spot that I want to be massaged in that moment. Now, the part where it doesn't go wider, so if you want to get somewhere that's further out from your spine, the fix for that I've been doing is I'll actually, instead of scooting down, I will just scoot a little to the side. So right now I'm getting the roller exactly behind my right scapula, which is one of my favorite spots to get massaged. So you kind of adjust your body, and then you can pretty much get those rollers to hit anywhere that you want. And the fourth and final con is that the screen, while the display does light up, the buttons do not light up. So for me, if you're sitting in a dark room, I cannot read what it says on those buttons, so I tend to have to use the flashlight phone. And, if it's during the nighttime, I have trouble reading those buttons. I wish that the actual buttons would be backlit. That would be very helpful. So what is my conclusion? Would I buy this again? And my answer is, for this price, absolutely yes. I look forward to sitting in this chair every single day. I'm very happy with the purchase. Of course, I named a couple of things that I wish were improved, but I am very content and happy that I grabbed this chair. So who is this chair for? I would say if you work out, if you play sports, if you're someone who stands a lot during the day or you sit at a desk all day, anyone who wants to feel relaxed or has tightness in their muscles, then this chair is a yes, in my opinion. And with that being said, of all the chairs that I've looked into and sampled and tried, I highly recommend this one.